How's it going, everybody? It's Stock Picks by Tim, and I gotta get into Aquestive here. We've got some, I wouldn't say horrible news, but we've got some not good news. And of course, the stock has dropped, but we are starting to consolidate. And I will get into the stock here on TradingView in just a second, but I want to bring a couple articles to your attention here. So, of course, I slept through this, so I wasn't able to take my profits. But we've got Aquestive down because the FDA had to delay the decision. Okay. And Keith Kendall, the CEO himself, said, "We accepted all of the agency's label edits for Libervent last week, and as the agency stated in its notice today, there's no additional information needed from the company." So this isn't about Aquestive failing to do something correctly. This is about the FDA simply delaying the decision, okay? So I think there is a little bit of an overreaction, but I do see the reason for it. I do see the reason. All the day traders want to get out. The hype that people were expecting over until Thursday, the hype that everyone was expecting until Thursday is no longer. So there's a good chance that this can drop a little bit more from where it's at. But this isn't it, though. This isn't the only news. But remember, guys, it's just delayed. So if you were wanting to get into this and if you're going to be patient, this is, I think, a fantastic time to get in. And as we come up to the next FDA notice, this could, of course, run up to it. And you might even profit better, because think about it like this: if a stock already ran up and there's a news catalyst that can bring it up a little further, sure, you can make some profits, but you will make more profits if that stock is beaten down and then that news catalyst comes out of nowhere and you're holding on to that stock. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes the stocks everyone expects to succeed can give you the smallest rate of return, whereas the stocks that people expect to fail can give you more of a return. Something to kind of jiggle around in your mind here. This isn't the only piece of bad news for Aquestive stock, AQST. We've also got Robbins LLP investigating Aquestive on behalf of shareholders. Now, they're saying that they think that they misled investors about the likelihood of the approval, because the executives on behalf of AQST did say that the approval was on target and as expected. It was, according to AQST, from the best of their knowledge, it was expected. And it's just that they had to delay the decision. So what I find funny is they bring this up here on September 20, 2019. They're bringing up some super old news. I mean, this isn't relevant anymore. We've had updates since then. But basically what they're saying is Aquestive announced receipt of a complete response from the FDA. This is in 2019, mind you. That it was complete, the Libervent NDA, but the application cannot be approved in its current form. Aquestive informed shareholders that the FDA cited that in a study submitted by the company, certain weight groups showed a lower drug exposure level than desired. The company intends to provide to the FDA additional information on PK modeling to demonstrate that the dose adjustments will obtain the desired exposure levels. And this is old news, okay? This is very old news. They're bringing up something that is completely irrelevant, in my opinion. No reason to go into that, okay? So I think this is overblown. If this is a reason that this is also selling off, don't worry about this. I don't think this is a problem. They're just, in my opinion, you've probably heard this before, they're ambulance chasers. Now let's get into the chart here and I'll give you my thoughts there. Now looking at this, you do see that we gapped down quite considerably, and then into the market we did fall down a little bit more, but you do see we are forming somewhat of a base here, somewhat of a stable base. I want to see it break this 20-day and hold over it, and that'll give me an idea of when to bounce in. So I am waiting right now. We are right here in the oversold level still on the 1 month, the 3 month, the 6 month. The 5-day, we just jumped out of it here on this little bit of consolidation, but just keep in mind we are near that oversold level. There could be a little bit of buying coming in at this price. Now let's look in history and see if we can find any zones that this is going to want to hang out at. And you can see it's right between this support and this old resistance. So we kind of found the middle ground. If it comes down further, you can expect to see about 380. Give it a buy there potentially, and then maybe a stop loss under that. That's one way to play this. Although worst case scenario, I could see this coming down to the low threes, but I kind of doubt that's going to happen. I do doubt that it's going to come down to the low threes. But I am still holding this one. I'm holding through. We were talking about this a while back in the 4s and 5s, and now I'm negative on it, but I am going to continue to hold. I am confident that at some point they will get that FDA approval, although it won't be this year. And looking at it now, if you're going to be patient, this is a great time to get in my opinion, and start averaging in. Now, I'm not going to do that because I already have my position built out. Okay, it would have been great for me. It would have been great to sell a couple shares into that pre-market and then come back in at a time like now, start averaging in. But your results may vary. You guys might not have a big enough position in this. You might want to build out your position here. I think this is an okay zone to start building it out. You know, of course, we did find somewhat of a consolidation. We aren't necessarily in free fall anymore. So now could be a potential time to jump in it. But, you know, be careful. Maybe set a stop loss on a few shares if you want to do it that route. Now, if you want access to pre-market trading, check out Webull. I've got links below for that, and BlockFi, Voyager. Check them all out. A lot of free rewards. But that's basically it for Aquestive. Just wanted to give you guys an update, let you know what I'm doing. I'm going to hold through this. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not going to take an L on this one. And we're going to live to fight another day. But thanks as always, guys, for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.